A beautiful weekend to you, and good to have you join us on News Express. Nigeria's opposition politics may be heading towards another dangerous internal crisis. And at the center of the growing tension are two of the most influential political figures within the former G5 alliance, Wike and Governor Makinde. What was once seen as a powerful rebellion against the People's Democratic Party leadership ahead of the 2027 election is now showing signs of deep internal fractures, raising serious concerns about the future of opposition unity before the crucial 2027 presidential contest. Political observers are increasingly warning that if the widened cracks within the G5 continues to expand, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the APC could become the biggest beneficiaries of another divided opposition landscape. The G5 governors originally emerged as one of the most dramatic political movements during the build-up to the 2023 election. Led by the then Rivers State Governor, Wike, the group openly challenged the PDP leadership over issues surrounding power rotation, internal fairness, and the party's presidential ticket. Alongside Wike stood influential governors, including Makinde of Oyo State, Samuel Otom of Benue, Ifeanyi Ogwuanyi of Enugu, and Okezie Igbazu of Abia. Together, they shook the PDP establishment and exposed deep internal tensions within Nigeria's main opposition party. Their rebellion weakened the PDP significantly ahead of the election and contributed heavily to the fragmentation that eventually benefited the APC. But now, the very alliance that once fought together appears increasingly divided. At the heart of the tension is the evolving political relationship between Wike and Makinde, two highly strategic politicians with different calculations for the future. Wike, now serving as Minister of the Federal Capital Territory under President Tinubu's APC-led administration, despite remaining formally within the PDP structure, has continued to generate controversies with his political moves. Supporters describe him as a pragmatic politician focused on governance and national stability. Critics, however, accuse him of undermining the opposition from within and helping to strengthen Tinubu's political position ahead of 2027. His close relationship with the current administration has created growing discomfort among many opposition loyalists who believe the PDP cannot rebuild effectively, while key figures maintain strategic alliances with the ruling government. Makinde, on the other hand, has adopted a more cautious political posture. While he was a central figure within the G5 rebellion, Makinde has increasingly positioned himself as a stabilizing force within the PDP rather than an open ally of the APC government. Political insiders believe Makinde is carefully protecting his long-term political future while avoiding direct confrontation with either the PDP establishment or President Tinubu's camp. This balancing act may appear strategic on the surface, but it has also fueled speculation about growing disagreements between Makinde and Wike regarding the future direction of the G5 movement and opposition politics generally. The tension between both camps is becoming more politically significant because the opposition is already struggling with broader unity problems ahead of 2027. Across Nigeria, there are ongoing discussions about possible coalitions involving Atiku Abubakar, Peter Obi, Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso, and other opposition figures. Many analysts believe only a united opposition can realistically challenge Tinubu's political machinery in the next election. However, internal rivalries within the PDP itself continue making coalition building far more difficult. The unresolved divisions left behind by the G5 rebellion has not disappeared. Instead, they appear to be evolving into new battles over influence, over control, and political survival. For President Tinubu and the APC, this situation creates a major strategic advantage. One of Tinubu's greatest political strengths has always been his ability to explore divisions among opponents while maintaining broad alliances within his own political structure. The APC understands clearly that a fragmented opposition benefits the ruling party enormously. If major opposition figures spend more time fighting internally rather than building national unity, Tinubu's path towards 2027 becomes significantly easier. This is exactly why many political observers now argue that the conflict between Wike and Makinde can become one of the defining hidden battles shaping Nigeria's next presidential election. What makes the situation even more complicated is the personal political weight both men carry within southern Nigeria. Wike remains one of the most influential political operators in the South-South region, with extensive networks across governors, lawmakers, and grassroots political structures. His political style is aggressive, highly strategic, and often unpredictable. Makinde, meanwhile, has steadily built his image as one of the most stable and influential governors in the Southwest outside the APC structure. His governance style and political moderation has earned him growing respect within sections of the PDP and among neutral political observers. Any serious breakdown between these two camps can therefore deepen regional fragmentation within the opposition at a time when unity is desperately needed. The larger problem for the PDP is that many Nigerians still believe the party has not fully recovered from the wounds of 2023. Internal distrust remains high. Questions over zoning, leadership control, candidate selection, and future strategy continue dividing stakeholders quietly behind closed doors. Some party members want complete reconciliation and rebuilding ahead of 2027. Others believe certain figures within the party have already moved too close to the APC to be trusted fully again. These unresolved tensions continue weakening the PDP's ability to present itself as a disciplined alternative government capable of challenging the ruling party effectively. Meanwhile, ordinary Nigerians are becoming increasingly frustrated with political infighting while economic hardship continues affecting daily life across the country. Rising inflation, fuel price, insecurity, unemployment, and cost of living pressures are dominating public conversation nationwide. Many citizens expected opposition parties to use public dissatisfaction as an opportunity to organize stronger alternatives and policy-driven campaigns. Instead, Internal rivalries and power struggles continue dominating headlines. This disconnect risks damaging opposition credibility further, especially among younger voters already skeptical of traditional political elites. Another dangerous aspect of the growing Wike and Makinde tension is the possibility of further defections or silent alignment before 2027. Nigerian politics has always been highly fluid, with alliances shifting rapidly depending on political survival calculations. If opposition leaders begin losing confidence in PDP unity, some may quietly align with the APC or seek entire new coalition platform. Others may remain officially within opposition structures while strategically weakening them from inside. Political observers fear this could recreate the exact conditions that weakened the opposition severely during the 2023 election cycle. For Makinde, the political challenge may involve preserving relevance without appearing disloyal to either side. He must navigate carefully between maintaining PDP credibility and avoiding direct confrontation with powerful political forces aligned with Tinubu. For Wike, however, the calculation appears very different. His growing influence within the current administration has strengthened perceptions that he may no longer view opposition politics as his primary battlefield. Whether this perception is accurate or politically exaggerated, it continues generating mistrust among sections of the PDP and broader opposition cycles. Still, it will be politically dangerous to assume the G5 story is finished. In Nigerian politics, alliances collapse and rebuild constantly depending on changing interests. Politicians who appear divided publicly today may reunite tomorrow if strategic necessity demands it. Equally, alliances that seem strong on the surface can suddenly implode under pressure. This uncertainty is exactly what makes the current Wike-Makinde tension so politically important. It is not simply about personal rivalry. It is about what their relationship symbolizes for the future of opposition politics in Nigeria. As the road to 2027 slowly takes shape, one reality is becoming increasingly obvious. The APC does not necessarily need the opposition to disappear completely. It only needs the opposition to remain divided, remain distracted, and internally suspicious long enough for the ruling party to maintain their advantage. Every unresolved rivalry, every failed reconciliation, every ego battle, and every internal crisis within opposition ranks strengthen Tinubu's political position indirectly. For now, the political battle between Wike and Makinde may still appear subtle compared to open party welfare. But beneath the surface, the struggle reflects a much larger problem confronting Nigeria's opposition forces. Can they truly unite behind a common strategic powerful enough to challenge the APC? Or will personal ambition and internal mistrust once again hand Tinubu victory on a political platter? That question may ultimately define the future of the 2027 election. For more updates and in-depth analysis, stay with us on News Express. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I am Cassie Tony, and many thanks for watching.